Right, ladies, gents, just going to put a film up, do a couple of demos of my fire kits I carry. Right, here is me winter rig, the Gorka. I picked this up at a show. It's a beautiful jacket, fleece lined, all sorts, proper quality, trousers and jacket, top of the range. Cost me 140 quid. This is me winter rig. Reason I'm showing this is a lot of people like the old Gorkas and that. I am literally going to start modding this because I want more carrying capacity on it. I know I'm gonna smash the granny out of this one. I know pouches all the way around the back and the papers pouch there and the other bits. But no, beautiful jacket. When I get it modded, I might show you. If anybody's interested, I'll show it a bit up closer. But so going straight into, because it will be called fire kits. Here is probably the most important fire kit I'm carrying. Is one I'm just pulling out, a small little one. That's in the David Fryer's little pouches he's got there. So this is one I've recently just made up and put it in this pouch. But this needs to be put in your jacket, and it's always in your jacket. It's always on you, okay? It's no use if it's somewhere else when you're in a difficult situation. So let's just say today I'm going to do 3 fire kits if my battery doesn't run out. The cheapest one on the planet, this one, the cheapest one, and my normal rucksack one, ladies and gents, alright? So I'll bring you back for that, yeah? Let's have a look what I've got in here. Right, ladies and gents. Oh. And it is and will be the most important fire kit. You know, there's an old adage, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So a small little, very handy, very portable, always in your jacket, fire kit. So it's one of David Fryer's little pouches. That is something I've made up there, and all I want to do is have enough on me so no matter what happens I've got the ability to start a fire. Now in here there's some wax cotton fire starters in a little bag. I'm sure you've all seen them, little mop cut up. These come off a replacement kit, and again they're waxed firelighty things. And I'll show you inside of here. Pull the tape off, make sure that goes in my pocket. Little Rizzler tin, and inside here is, oh actually I've got a lighter, so it's good, make sure it works. Excellent. There's a load of magnesium in there, and there's a load of previously prepared, I forget it, pine resin. So I'll stick some of this sort of back in there and that back in there. They're all standard stuff that we all know about, ladies and gents, and the old thingy-bob in there. That can go in there. So on here what I did, this come with the Forest Fundamentals kit that I blagged off them. The stove that they've got, and I had the idea, because I had a spare bit of a decent ferro rod on here, and you know, I just gorilla glued it on there. So I've always got like a permanent match on me, so that's really grand. Ooh. There we go, because my prior preparation and planning wasn't done there, was it? Because my knife's not over there. Lovely old thing. I just windlassed it at one end, and I'm not going to show you these, but I used to think these were a bit combat home, a bit, you know, oh, you're having a laugh, mate, but they've certainly made it into my top pocket kit, the bellows. I've seen people start fires using these, that if they didn't have something like this, you can blow through the hole in a knife, or you can go, but nowhere near as effective as them, and I don't weigh too much either. So I've just made myself a self-contained little permanent match. If they're always together, spray them up a little bit, ladies and gents. There we go, it didn't take too much. I've always got this on me. This comes from Forest Fundamentals. If you can't make one up yourself, ladies and gents, they're not too expensive. I'll stick a link to the site. And obviously now I haven't got one little match, I can start lighting everything I need to on that, ladies and gents. So when you want to put it out, you just pull it in. So that was Forest Fundamental. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's thought of it, because I'm looking on their site, Forest Fundamental do one of these that's combined. And just push that out and you've got a nice little bit of where it's dark and it'll catch an easy spark. And if you didn't want to use that, let's just see if one of these, I can't remember the firm that these come from, but they had little, and again just waxed impregnated bit of cloth. If you flare it up a bit more. Oh. Alright, now there we go, ladies and gents. And certainly that's enough to put underneath your little fire triangle, and that will sort of dry out all your little all your twigs, and you know, your fire gets bigger and bigger. I won't burn Marty's table because he'll tell me off, but so it's certainly proved there. It's some pine resin, we always know we can get that going, but I always carry some pre-prepared. I'll shade it for loads of magnesium in there, so that can sort of quite easily go back in there, and that will go back in there. But ladies and gents, you can just see, just by carrying that, if I'm in a stuck situation and you're away from your Bergen, I can still make a fire 3 different ways, an ignition, and there is a lighter in there as well. A lighter's not cheating. But ladies and gents, sorry. The cheapest kit on the planet, a little Gore-Tex bag that I've sewn up. This is what I do with a Gore-Tex bag. Years of being in the army, and then before I'd done this, there was an elastic band round here. Here is the cheapest fire kit on the planet. £2, right? So if you're new to bushcrafting or whatever, I managed to find, they normally do bigger ones, £1 from the pound shop. Vaseline, we all bushcrafters know as this is a little fire accelerant, I think the word is. Always handy if you're working anywhere around or near Royal Marine Commandos, because they call this lube. Anyway, we'll swiftly move on, ladies and gents. Here it is, and this is only half of them. So these are cotton pads, what ladies use for their makeup, so you probably wouldn't even have to buy some of these, just go and nick some off your missus. And there's a brand new tub of Vaseline there, not too big to carry, certainly in the side pouch of your Bergen. And I think we all know that that's not going to take or need too much of a spark to get that going. But this is brilliant for if you're doing with kids or youngsters, because it's really great when they see it and they get a fire going, and you sort of, you know, get them infused in it. Right, there you go, ladies and gents, 1 spark, there you go. So that's £2, cheapest fire kit on the market. There is a zillion and one in them. There's about 100, there's about 50 pads in there, and a tub of Vaseline. Like I say, I'll get rid of that, because Marty will tell me off. So I'll put that on something metal down there. So ladies and gents, there you go. Put it all closed, stuff it in there. I say that's a waterproof bag. There's some little pocket waterproof bags I've made up, and that will go in there. Roll it down, and there you go. £2, £2. What I'd like to see, if you can get a decent and a fire kit that you'll know will work every single time, and a multiple, 50 fire lights I'll get out of that, for less than £2, I'd love to see it. Do a little film on it, ladies and gents. Do a little film on it. So that's my little pocket kit that will always go in the side pack. All these jackets now have got shoulder or side pockets on the arms. Get something like that made up and get it in your jacket, and you leave it there. The only time you take it out is when you're going to wash your jacket, ladies and gents. And there we go, £2 fire starting kit, totally adequate, will work in many different conditions. So what I will show you is, there's my Bergen fire kit. I don't know if my battery's going to give it me enough time to show you what's in there, because there is a multitude of things, and I built this one off experience that where I, about a couple of 3 years ago, I went down the river with all the different fire kits I got, put them in a little Bergen, completely, well, filled up the Bergen with water after I jumped in the river. I was absolutely freezing cold because I was even doing press ups in the river, so I was totally soaked. It was about a November day, there was a howling wind, and then I had to walk back to my house, and the only time the exercise stopped is when I had a brew in my hand, using, you know, like my Bergen kit there. And I actually found out that the stuff in an ideal situation like today that I can use and works all the time, I was having trouble with. Bearing in mind my hands were absolutely freezing at the time and I was losing manual dexterity, but it didn't stop, the exercise didn't stop. Okay, I was totally soaked until I got a brew in my hand. So some of the stuff that I thought would work didn't work. So what did work, I've put in here, and I'm not sure I've got enough time or enough battery here to actually show you this. Now, people have, again, another Dave Fair's pouch, you can't get none of these. David done me a set of these, and we had a right old dibble. But that would be, it's only a small little thing, it doesn't weigh too much. But I don't know if I'm going to have enough battery power left to show you what's in here, ladies and gents. But they're the two most important kits. There's a little fire kit that you carry in your top pocket, you know, the arm of the jacket. It's always there. Don't take it out unless you wash it and then you put it straight back in, because push comes to shove, if you just think about your jacket now and you don't carry a little fire kit in it, who's going to be better off if you're in a difficult situation? Yeah, whatever situation you want to imagine, then imagine it. I've got the ability to make plenty of fire in at least 3 different ways there, and I've just proved it's not that difficult to do. And ladies and gents, if you're not like into too much of the fancy kit, or you haven't got the ability to do little projects yourself, cotton wool wipes, makeup wipes, and a little tub of Vaseline from the pound shop, £2, ladies and gents, £2, could save your life. And like I say, all you've got to do is put it in a waterproof. You can put it in a waterproof bag, doesn't matter. These are just ones that I made up, ladies and gents. Right, so I'll have a look how much battery I've got left. If not, I will do it next time around, which is next Sunday. But I wanted just to show you the quick show of the Gorka, because I'm proper going to smash the granny out of this one when I'm modifying it. I want more carrying capacity in this jacket. You'll see me wearing this a lot because it's today. It's a windy, sort of coldish day. And I've only got a t-shirt underneath it because it's fleece lined and it's like mega. I've always liked the Gorkas, and for, you know, 140 quid for the jacket and the trousers, that is some good going, ladies and gents. Oh. Right, so if I've got enough time, I'll bring you back on this one. If I haven't got enough battery left, should I say, I'll do it another time. But that's in my pocket. That's the cheapest one, as far as I know, you can get that's really effective, and that'll be my main one. Oh, and there's this little something, because somebody said something like a couple of things like, oh well, if you've got all the same sort of camouflage pouches, you won't know what's in what pouch if you've got David Ford stuff. And it don't take the brains of a Briton to work out. You can get like 25 of these in all different colours off eBay or Amazon, because when red fire, that's all my fire kit in there, ladies and gents. Like I've got a bigger one that's got my hat and my gloves in it and all that, and that's blue, so it's cold, and red or orangey, hot, you know. So I instantly, they're all different shapes and sizes, these pouches. Anyway, I'm not here to plug David's kit. It's just, if you can't make stuff for yourself, it is you know, quite handy, Harry, to have it all transportable from one Bergen to another. Ladies and gents, the most important fire kit is the one that you got on you, and it's in your jacket, and it's always there. Take care, and I'll see you later.